Hello viewers, welcome back. So far we have seen how to create stunning presentations using a tool which is called as Prezi. Similarly, we also saw another tool which is called as Academic Presenter, with the use of which we saw how to create basic animations, how to create stunning presentations similar to that of Prezi, even better, and that too for free. The next up, we saw how to create animations, 2D animations, with the help of a tool called as Animaker. We moved one step ahead and saw what is whiteboard animation, and after that I also focused upon how to create basic animations using our favorite tool, the Microsoft PowerPoint. So we have reached the halfway mark of this course. Now onwards, I am going to show you how we can create interactive video lectures, or I should say how we can add interactivity to our recorded video lectures. There are instances where we are not able to take our lectures live due to many reasons, one of them being the network connectivity or very limited connectivity in our area. So to overcome that, we as teachers can't stop teaching, right? So we have to find out a way, or we have to find a way around, so that we can continue teaching and our students continue getting benefits from our teaching. So to keep that in mind, we are going to see two of the tools, one of them being TED-Ed and the other being Edpuzzle. I will start with Edpuzzle and then I will show you how is it different from TED-Ed when we move into the second tool, TED-Ed. Okay, so in this video I'm going to give you a brief introduction of what exactly Edpuzzle is, and in the next video onwards I will show you how we can create stunning lectures, how we can create very interactive kind of a lecture in Edpuzzle. Now take a scenario, you are taking a lecture in the traditional classroom environment. If you want to ask a question to a student, you would simply point to that student and ask him the question, ask him or her the question. But what exactly happens in a virtual classroom environment is, it's a one-to-many kind of an interaction. So it is really very difficult. For example, if you're taking a lecture on any video conferencing app, for example Google Meet, it becomes really difficult. You have to call out the student's name, or you have to send a message in the chat box for that particular student. So it disturbs everyone present in the video lecture, in the video conference. It disturbs your flow. So what exactly you can do is, with the help of this tool Edpuzzle, you can interactively post questions in between your video, so that whenever the student watches that video and reaches a point in the timeline, the question will automatically pop up to all the students. So you don't need to pinpoint to a particular student. Your question will reach all of the students who are watching your video at that point of time. So as a result, they would have to answer that question, otherwise they can't move ahead in the video timeline. You can opt for prevent skipping option, which actually prevents the students from skipping the video and moving ahead in the timeline without solving the question. It might be wrong or it might be right, whatever it might be, but they need to attempt the question to go ahead. Using this feature, Edpuzzle actually adds a lot of interactivity to your video lecture. It makes sure that the students pay attention to your video, otherwise they won't be able to move ahead and score in your video assignment. So this is how Edpuzzle helps in creating a interactive kind of a video for teachers like us. So let me show you what exactly is this tool Edpuzzle. The website is edpuzzle.com, and when you go into the website, this is the very first home screen you will be able to watch. You can click on this read more, you can go below. These are the features which Edpuzzle provides. It engages the students. Obviously it engages the students in a self-paced learning environment. It saves time. It uses videos from YouTube, Khan Academy, Crash Course, etc. What Edpuzzle does is, it allows you to add your own videos. Along with that, you can even add videos made by some highly educated people out there. You can use their videos. It automatically gives a credit to that video content owner. And similarly, you can divide your classes, virtual classes. You can link your LMS systems, for example Google Classroom, with Edpuzzle, so that whenever you post a video, the announcements or the notifications automatically reaches the student of that Google Classroom. So it's really very beneficial to use this tool, which is called as Edpuzzle. You simply need to click on the sign up if you are logging in for the very first time. Okay, so let me show you the entire process. If you are a teacher, you need to click on this I am a teacher button. If you are a student and wish to attend any assignments being posted by your teacher, you can click on this I am a student button. So let me click on this I am a teacher. You need to create your Edpuzzle account by either signing in with your Google account, or you can register directly at Edpuzzle. This option is the simpler one, so I can directly sign in with my Google account. You can use any of your Google accounts. For example, I will be using one temporary Google account of mine. Okay. And after signing up, you will see a home page. Over here, you need to add certain details, for example, your password. I won't change it because I already have a password. So simply click on this I agree to Edpuzzle's terms and conditions. If you wish, you can click on this terms and conditions and have a go through. Okay, then click on create account. Over here, you need to type your school name or college name. In my case, it's Universal College of Engineering, so I will type in that name. Okay, once I type in Universal College of Engineering, okay, you see there are many other colleges. Okay, so my school isn't listed over here, so what I can do is I can add my school as add a new college or add a new school, and then simply add your city or town. It's Mumbai, Maharashtra, selected, and then add school. So once it's added, it shows me an option. You can see over here, yeah, this is my college, this is my institute. So 18 teachers from our institute are already using this. That's a pretty good statistics. Okay, so you can click this and then the dashboard opens up for you. So that's it. In this video, I just wanted to show you how you can create your account using Edpuzzle and then log in into your account. In the next video onwards, I will show you in depth what are the various options present on the dashboard, how you can create your own content, how you can upload your own content on Edpuzzle, and finally how you can export it and share it with your students. So thank you so much. Stay connected for the next video.